Taylor Swift is a link builder. There were rumors that she would get engaged. Our client said, let's give them a free wedding venue. And then we got them 50 links. That's digital PR.
Managing multiple clients or large websites? Automate your SEO with Alley AI. Start your free trial now.
Wix Studio, one end-to-end web creation platform for your agency to deliver exceptional work with absolute efficiency.
Oh my God, that girl sounds crazy. Who would choose to run 100 kilometers? Anyway, so today I'm here to talk about PPC and how we can turn our website visitors into long-term bonds so that our customers actually like us and don't just click our adverts. So the number of minutes that I could stand here and talk about PPC, I could do it all day, I could bore you guys, and I could be here until you fall asleep. But don't worry, I'm not going to get dragged off this stage today. So you've got about 20-ish minutes of me today. Now, what I'm going to talk about really isn't marketing for geeks. I'm not going to talk about CPCs, ROIs, and absolutely no nerdy SEO speak from me today. What I'm going to say, in all honesty, could be absolute rubbish advice. Take it with a pinch of salt. I think it's good. I implement it. It works for me. But I'll leave you guys to decide for yourselves. Now, what I'm going to share is just a few things that I find kind of cool. And you know what they say, sharing really is caring. So that is exactly what I'm here to do today. Now, the number of people that I thought would actually turn up to this talk today was just one. Because who in their right mind is going to turn up to a PPC talk on Thursday? You guys must have better things to do, right? But clearly not. So we're gonna need some house rules for this talk. House rules. No whipping, because I might lose track. No dancing, that's what the after party is for this evening. And no eye rolling, I'm only sharing ideas. Now, as you guys all know, 85% of Above the Fold is now taken up with paid advertising. When you go to Google, everywhere you look, adverts everywhere. But we must probably still all have that one person in our team, that one manager, that one customer that says, do people really click adverts? We've all had that for 10 years, right? We know they do, but we all get that question. Well, according to WordStream, 64.6% of people click a Google or Facebook advert. Now, I dispute all stats. Give me a stat and I probably won't believe it. But whether it's 64%, 50%, 80%, whatever that stat is, we know people click adverts. And we know people click adverts because Google makes approximately $100 million a day from paid ads. That's an astronomical amount of money. Imagine that. I can promise you now, if you were making that money, you wouldn't be sitting here today. Now, $96 billion in cash reserves. Google makes so much money, they can't spend it fast enough. You know, that's one of the biggest challenges that Google has, that their board genuinely sit around and discuss. How do we invest the money? How do we spend it? Because they make it so fast. What an amazing problem to have. I wish that was my problem today. Mind-blowing, an astronomical amount of money. So we know people click adverts, right? And because people click adverts, that creates this problem. Google is now one massive, giant, big land grab. We're all competing over the same customers. We're all trying to get their attention. So how do we get their attention? And once we've got it, how do we keep it and actually get them coming back? So it's really easy to forget with PPC that a click is not the end goal. The customer relationship is. So how do we stand out and build relationships with strangers on the internet? In a safe way, of course. Now, the answer really isn't profound. It isn't new. And it really isn't rocket science. We need to answer the questions, solve their problems, and be nice, which is actually pretty good life advice anyway. So I kind of recommend doing that in our day-to-day life anyway. Now, the first thing that I always remind people is that users are selfish motherfuckers, right? So excuse my French, I hate to say it. When you're on the internet, we're all selfish, right? They don't care about your brand. They don't care about you. They care about getting a solution to their problem. And the sooner that we realize that and we keep that in mind, the better that we can do, and we can actually give them exactly what they're looking for. Now, for illustration purposes, I'm sure this lady I've used is bloody lovely, and that she's not selfish at all. Now, keeping in mind that users are selfish, if the advert doesn't give a customer what they need, answer their problem or solve a problem, they'll leave. I do it all the time. The website, too slow, bye. Like, I'm not gonna wait for that to load. Website boring, doesn't answer my question, doesn't have the information that I need, bye, I'm out, gone. Like, I'm not gonna hunt for the information. I'm not gonna read 5 pages. I'm not gonna scroll down to the bottom of the page. I'm not gonna watch your 6-part YouTube series to get the answer. I'm not gonna do it, right? I'm lazy, I'm short on time. I'm a selfish motherfucker, I'm out. If it doesn't have the answer to my question, I am gone. Goodbye. Dumped me on the wrong page. See you later, boy, I am gone. Now, Dave Trott says that advertising is just advertising unless it adds value to a user's life. And that is really key to remember. If we're not adding value, we're not giving the customer what they need, they're going to leave. Like, surprising how many adverts I look at, the customers clearly, their keywords, their search intent is asking a clear question. The customer's like, I want that customer, I want to appear for that. You look at their website and you're like, that's great, but your website doesn't actually answer that question. So I can win you that customer, but we're only going to piss them off. So maybe we should improve our content, answer their question, give them what they want first. Really not rocket science. Secondly, we need to create adverts that build trust. If we want the customer to keep coming back, we don't just want the website visitor, we want the inquiry, we want the lead, we want the long-term customer for life, then we need to build their trust, right? Just like a relationship in real life, we need to build trust. We need to do that by focusing on the messaging that speaks to the pain points and offers a solution to the customer. Now, this advert here, Vauxhall Corsa advert, beautiful advert, lovely artwork, lovely imagery, right? It reads, from road trips to countryside walks, autumn adventures start with an all-electric Vauxhall Corsa E. Where's your fave staycation destination, right? It's a nice advert, nothing wrong with that advert. I really hope Vauxhall's not in the room, I'm so sorry if you are. But yeah, nice advert, nothing wrong with that, right? It's fine. The only problem is this. What customers really want to know about the Vauxhall Corsa and electric cars is, are electric cars worth the money? Do they break down? How expensive will it be? Are they going to come down in price? Why are they so costly? Do I need a special plug to charge it at home? Do electricians work on electric cars? Like, are they going to get cheaper? Are they worth it? Is it worth buying? Is it good for my family? These are the things that people want to know about electric cars. They don't want to know if it's good for an autumn adventure. Funnily enough, that's not what customers are asking about electric cars, right? So your advert needs to be impactful, and it actually needs to give the customer what they need and what they're asking for. The Vauxhall Corsa actually has a really good range. You can charge it at home. They could have easily included all of this information in the adverts and given the customer exactly what they needed. So many questions, so much opportunity, but absolutely missed. Likewise, Dyson Airwrap. We can see here, this is an advert. Fine, the most awarded multi-styler. Lovely, right? We all love a Dyson Airwrap, right? What customers really want to know is, how long does it take to dry my hair with a Dyson Airwrap? Can I create different hairstyles with it? It's really expensive. Is it worth the investment? The women in the room will know this is a very expensive product. We want to know if it's worth it, right? What are the benefits of using a Dyson Airwrap? Can it be used on wet hair? These are the things that customers want to know. They don't want to know this. Most awards winning, no one's asking that. No one's saying, oh, I'm looking for a new hair product. What's the most award-winning hair product? That's the one I'll buy. Funny enough, that's not how customers search. That's not what we're looking for. So once again, so much opportunity, but just absolutely missed. Funnily enough, I obviously did this deck a while ago and my Dyson Airwrap broke on me this morning. So I think that might be karma, that I've critiqued their adverts and then it broke on me the day that I present this. The other way that we really need to build trust is to use real customer testimonials and case studies in our ad creative, right? If you had a product or a service that you're really proud of, you know that your customers love it, let's include it in our adverts. Let's bring in Google reviews. Let's bring in, we can see here that Calm has a full-on quote and testimonial from their customer. Let's bring that through, right? That's a really good way to build that trust and credibility. Don't you say that your product's great, because if you say your product's great, that customer's not going to believe you, because every brand says their product's great, right? If your customers are saying it's great, well, that helps to build trust and credibility. That I might believe. Now, also, transparent offers build credibility. There is nothing worse than going to Google, searching for a product. You see in that advert, £500 off or £99, you see a price and you're like, that's good, I'll have that. You click it, you're on a landing page and you're like, where the heck is that offer? Where's that price? I can't find it. But you don't never feel more deceived, right? Or the terms and conditions say something like, give me your firstborn child and you can have that price, right? Come on, why are we doing that, right? If you know your price is bad, that you're gonna deceive the customer and lie, maybe don't lead with it. Maybe just don't put that in the advert and maybe bring in some other benefits instead, right? We're not gonna win that customer by lying. Like, it's a relationship at the end of the day. Imagine if we did that to our partner, to our friends, we just went around lying all the time. Only a matter of time until they don't want to get a pint with you, right? Avoid clickbait, right? Oh my God, the amount of clickbait adverts that we see these days, it is alarming, right? If you're a skincare brand and Kim Kardashian once looked at your product, right? Don't give us this clickbait about how it made her look 20 years younger, because it's not true. Right? Like, so many adverts are like that these days. And just be honest, right? And if you can't think of something honest to say that's good about your product or service, we should actually just start from the beginning. We should go back there and we should figure out why we're feeling the need to lie in the advert, because we've probably got a bigger problem. Number 3, please, please, please don't abandon the customer once they've purchased, right? In marketing, we want that website visitor, we want the click, we want the inquiry. Often I see people say, job done, out, perfect, right? The PPC exec says, well, I sent them to the website. Like, I've done my job. Like, I'm out. It's success, job done. Absolutely not. If we want customers to keep coming back to us, we want them to keep purchasing from us, then we need to actually support and help the customer. So retargeting really isn't just for abandoned carts. It's not for people that haven't purchased from us yet. It's for nurturing and building relationships, right? They've purchased from us once. It's a really good chance that they'll purchase again if we actually support and if we actually help that customer. Now, there's loads of really easy ways that we can do that. So one, we can create adverts that help a customer after they've purchased. So product tutorials. So we can use retargeting to actually send product tutorials, hints and tips, advice, guide customers of how they can use your product and how they can get the most out of it, right? I feel really loved when I get a short little video that's like, you bought this and it's just 60 seconds. Here's how you can use it. Here's some tips you might not know about your new product. That's really handy. Personalized discounts, and not a discount for the products that they've just bought, because that's really annoying. Like, I hate it the moment, right? There's a clothing brand that does this. Every time I purchase, the moment I've bought, they say, here's 20% off your next purchase. I'm like, I've just bought. I've just given you my money. Don't give me a discount for the very thing that I just bought, right? So maybe we could give a discount for something that's actually a product that complements what they've just bought, for something that actually is going to help to support what they've already spent their money on. Membership offers. So these are all really good ways that once we've got that customer, we've won them, they've bought that first product, that we can actually just keep bringing them back in. Personalization at scale. Now, a lot of personalization with advertising, we can see either done very creepy or really bad. One, you need to do your research. In order to create really nice personalized adverts, the first thing is you need to know who your customer is. If you don't know who your customer is, you can't personalize the adverts and we can't make them relevant for them. Maybe not to this level, like if you guys have seen the TV show, like maybe we don't want to full on stalk our customers, so slightly less creepy. So once you know who your customer is, you've done your research, right? We can make the adverts hyper personalized. So there's loads of cool stuff that we can do on Google or Facebook. So we can target people based on the things that are happening in their lives right now. So a little bit creepy, so that is a little bit like you from Netflix. But we can target people that are getting married soon, that are recently married, people that are moving home. So we can make that advert super, super relevant to them because we know that right now they're looking for a move-in van. We know that they're packing up all of their life into boxes. So we can make that super, super relevant to them. We can target people that have just started a business. So they've recently started a business or they're starting a business soon. So we can target them if we've got a really cool software product that we know is really great for startups. We can target that to them. We can target them with the problems that we know that they're likely facing, right? If anyone's registered a company on HMRC, that process sucks, right? It's awful. So one of the customers that I've worked with has a really great software that does all that work for you. It's like 30 seconds, like fill out a little form, they do all the back work, and it's amazing, right? And they target people that they know are in the process of recently about to start a business, and they say, we will save you 20 hours of paperwork, 60 seconds form, and great, perfect, win, happy days, solving a real problem based on what's happening in their life right now. People that have recently graduated college, that have done a job change, that are purchasing a new home, retirement. So we can get super, super granular and super specific, which is really great when we know the types of people that we are trying to target. We can also do some really cool stuff on Google by targeting people based on the types of places that they go. And that tells us a lot about the type of person. So if I was opening up, say, a new yoga studio, for example, I might target people that frequently go to sports and fitness venues, martial arts schools, gym and fitness centers. I know that that's the type of person. I know the type of thing that they're likely looking for, and I can target something super relevant for them. I can target them to say, well, it's a new gym with the latest equipment, or actually it's the cheaper membership, it's the cheapest in the area, or something super hyper relevant and super specific to that customer. In-market audiences as well are fantastic. I see like a lot of people are kind of going against in-market audiences. I love them. Google's done all the hard work for us. Why would we not use them? Like, you know, $100 million a day, they're taking our money. Let's use their data and hard work to our advantage. So in-market audiences are great. Entering your product, entering your service, let Google do all the hard work behind the scenes to say, well, these are the people that right now are in market to purchase those products. Why would we not use it? Personalization based on search intent. So really obvious no-brainers, but align the ad copy with what your audience is searching for, right? I see a lot of lazy advertising now, where we have one advert for every single possible keyword, everything that the customer is looking for, right? It's really time efficient, which is great. As an agency, it saves you loads of time, so it's fantastic for an agency's bottom line and ROI. The only problem is it's absolutely impossible to create one advert that gives every single customer, regardless of what they're searching for, what they're looking for. Absolutely impossible. You can't do it. So break your adverts up. Back in the day, single keyword ad groups were one of the best ways to do that. We don't need to do that now, but we can create small clusters and small groups of keywords that are super relevant. And use language that directly addresses their needs or their problems. So for example, instead of doing an advert, buy shoes online, we can create an advert that says shop affordable running shoes for marathon training. So that's super specific to what that customer, that's answering their problem, that's giving them what they needed, instead of just hoping that this one advert is just going to give all customers what they need. That is me, that is the end. Free beer, always accepted if I see you guys tonight. Thank you.
Monthly reporting making you want to shove sharp things up your nose? Try Dragon Metrics, the all-in-one SEO software with mind-blowing reporting tools.